Wildfires continue to devastate parts of northwestern Ontario, forcing more communities to evacuate and putting emergency crews to the test. Thunder Bay has become the command center for much of the response, coordinating support and evacuees and firefighters on the front lines. That's where we find our Vasilios Bellos right now. Vasilios, what's the latest on the wildfire situation today?
So based on the communities we've been following, they're saying yesterday was actually a fairly good day for the fires, but that doesn't mean this isn't still a very dangerous situation. One community about an hour and a half west of Thunder Bay, where we are, Upsala, held an emergency meeting last night telling residents if they don't need to be there, that they need to get out. They're not under an evacuation order, but based on the situation, we're seeing more areas be a little more proactive.
What are some of the bigger challenges then that rescue crews are facing right now, and do they have enough resources?
So, as always with forest fires, it's that heavy smoke. They rely heavily on these water bombers to really make an impact. In terms of resources, if you ask some of the communities that have been evacuated, they would tell you that there have not been enough. So one community we talked to yesterday that had been evacuated said the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry did not act until it was too late, and they had to tell members to get out, and now they're looking for more government support.
Now, the province of Ontario has asked the federal government to be ready to help evacuate affected communities. What can we expect on that now?
Right, so we heard from the Prime Minister yesterday saying all support that is needed will be coming to this region. That created some skeptical optimism amongst community members around here, residents that might be evacuated, those ones that are on watch. But just based on what they've been seeing from the province so far, there's a lot of frustration, and until that support comes, they're going to remain very skeptical.
Of course, I'm sure you've been talking to many people that have been impacted in those areas. How are they holding up, Vasilios, and what resources do they need or do they have right now?
Right, so the evacuees are doing the best they can. We were at one of the evacuation hotels yesterday, and it's the essentials they need. They could only pack a small bag when they had to get out. They're looking for food, clothing, water, diapers for their kids. Plenty of kids had to be evacuated as well, and we did see a lot of volunteers showing up, unloading trucks, vans full of these things. So the community has stepped up for those that have evacuated.
Absolutely devastating. But, in cities across Ontario, they're seeing the impacts of the wildfire smoke, Ontario and beyond, really. But of course, you're in Thunder Bay, much closer to those blazes. How is the air quality situation there right now?
So if we're going to compare it to yesterday morning, it is better. I will say you can see a boat behind me. You would not have been able to see that at any point yesterday. Doesn't mean the quality is good, though. It's still tough to breathe out here. People in this city, it's usually a little bit of a busier city, just aren't in the streets like they usually are. People are taking note, so some improvements, but we know how quickly that can change.
Well, we appreciate this update. Global News reporter Vasilios Bellos in Thunder Bay. Stay safe. Thanks so much.